These are the Jaguar warriors of the Amazon, a tribe that hunts spider monkeys and crocodiles with their bare hands, fights other tribes over territory control, a tribe living in complete isolation in the heart of the jungle. These are the Wathwani, an indigenous community that was barely contacted 60 years ago. They use huge
Let's do this!
darts to hunt monkeys, boars, anything they see in the jungle, using arrow tips made from piranha teeth and dipped in poison made from the sap of this tree. Not only are they masters of poison, but they're expert hunters and trackers. When hunting a monkey, if they find a baby, they typically keep them as pets, raising them until they're old enough to be eaten as food. As cruel and shocking as it seems to any person living in the jungle, the cruel, grim, and savage is to keep animals as we keep them. The food industry, animals in cages inside factories that are separated from their offspring, they don't know freedom in their life. And that's the true savagery, not feeding from the fauna from the jungle. The indigenous people in the Amazon are so good at tracking, they can go back the same way from where they came, making it almost impossible for them to get lost in the jungle. They can even follow each other from miles away, and even if they split up, they can always find their way back to each other. Even simply from the footprints, they can tell the difference between deers, tapirs, monkeys, jaguars, and obviously human, whether it be feet or boot. The craziest part is that they're quick and tactful despite dealing with the jungle's heat, being covered in mud, bitten by thousands of insects, and constantly pulling thorns out of your skin. Not only that, but coming across other tribes like the Tagayeri and the Taromanenes can result in death. Isolated tribes that choose to stay hidden but will sometimes appear in villages to rob, ambush, and kill people. The Wathwani paint their faces red with a giant plant, but before, it was the blood of their enemies, when the killings were a part of their culture. Basically, everything is directed and leaded by shamans. They decide who to attack, who to defend, and what movements to make in the jungle. Predictions seen in their dreams, their ceremonies, in their rituals. Shamans are the spiritual leaders who have been called on by the spirit of the jaguar. You can only become a shaman if you've gained the trust of a jaguar in nature, spending time with it, and gaining the blessing from Mother Earth. However, all the elders that were mystics, as well as their animals, have died one by one, leaving only one last shaman carrying the spirit of the jaguar in the entire world. Until now, there hasn't been another rebirth. The animals have not come to reincarnate into people, and for that reason, there haven't been any more shamans. With the entrance of the city people and the oil companies, that connection broke between the jungle, and so no one else was chosen by the jungle itself. To make things worse, this tribe feels used, taken advantage of. After the first contact with outsiders, the only things the Wathwani people got were death, oilers, illegal mines, amongst other things people here have seen. Families have died, their tradition is fading little by little, and as the years go by, the oil spills and diseases are polluting their land and killing them.